Hey gamers! If you're fan Metroidvania and roguelike games, then you've come to the right place. Today, I'll show you best new upcoming Metroidvania with Rougelike Elements, or you can call it Roguevania. Make sure you're in the comfortable position before we go into the list. Alright then, without further ado, let's get started. Pandash is a roguelike platformer that offers players the chance to unlock and collect unique perks to use against their enemies. The story of Pandash follows the character Ryu as he travels through a world full of secrets and dangers, with the support of a mysterious ghostly realm. As players use their perks, they must be mindful of the balance between the current world and the ghostly realm. Disrupting this balance can cause Ryu's strength to falter, but there may also be ways to take advantage of the imbalance. With a variety of active and passive perks available, players can create different builds depending on their playstyle, whether it's focusing on traps, projectiles, or melee attacks. Crystal Corruption. Reclamation is an upcoming action roguelike Metroidvania that promises a thrilling experience. In this game, you play as King Cedric, a resurrected skeleton, set in the world of Zionethra, which has been changed by grief and corruption. You'll engage in hack and slash combat, explore various biomes, and face corrupted mini-bosses. The game features a skill-based combat system that allows you to improve your fighting techniques. If you enjoy fast-paced, stylish action combat, epic boss battles, and a gripping story of redemption and power, then this game may be a game to keep an eye on. Hatone is an action platformer game with a mix of exploration and combat. You play as an Illuminati henchman, navigating dangerous levels and fighting tough bosses to complete your missions. As you move through the game, you can explore new areas and upgrade your skills. This helps you face harder challenges. The levels and boss fights need quick thinking and fast reactions, making the game exciting and fun as I see. Hatone will be available on Steam and will soon be on the Epic Games Store. The developers, Devil's Delirium, keep adding new updates and features to the game. If you like action platformer games with lots of exploration, you should try Hatone. Cirrata is an upcoming roguelike Metroidvania-inspired action platformer. You play as Kier, a red panda who used to be a chef. The story of Cirrata is still being developed, but it starts with Kier waking up in a strange, new world. To find a way back home, you'll explore deep, interconnected areas. The game has levels that change every time you play and offers permanent upgrades, combining the best of roguelite and Metroidvania styles. One of the coolest features in Cirrata is collecting ingredients to cook food. These meals give you temporary boosts and special abilities, adding a fun strategy element to the fast-paced action. Uncured is a Metroidvania roguelite platformer where you will play as Amber, a young woman infected with a lethal zombie virus. As her humanity starts to succumb to corruption, she embarks on a race against time to find the antivirus and save herself. The game promises intense combat against infectious beasts, steel constructs, and corrupt militaries as players slash their way through the game world. Uncured offers a unique roguelike platforming experience, with players navigating through challenging levels, battling various enemies and bosses, and unlocking new abilities and upgrades through a progression system. Bale Force Cyberpunk Bounty Hunters is an upcoming game that promises to deliver a thrilling roguelite set in a neon-lit cyberpunk world. You'll play as a bounty hunter, either Angel or Leah, tasked with tracking down dangerous criminals in New Rise City. The game hints at a deeper narrative, with potential rivalries and differing motivations between the two characters. The game features adaptive enemies that learn from your tactics, forcing you to adjust your strategies. You'll engage in a mix of melee and ranged combat to take down your targets. As a roguelite, death sends you back to the beginning, but you'll unlock permanent upgrades to enhance future runs. Soulbind Prologue is an action Metroidvania roguelike that serves as a prequel to the main game's Soulbind Tales of the Underworld. In this game, you play as a skeleton outsider in the world of Alair, with the unique ability to replace your body parts with those of defeated opponents. The gameplay is a 2D side-scrolling experience, featuring hack-and-slash combat, character customization, and a dark humor-infused storyline. Additionally, the Metroidvania-style gameplay encourages exploration and backtracking in a dynamic, randomly generated world. Durdanto is an exciting game that puts you in the shoes of Zubak, a young sorcerer on a mission to restore peace and safety to a fallen city. The game introduces variety of magic powers, including Jolt, Flame, and Frost, offer plenty of ways to take down enemies. As you explore the city, you'll discover secrets, encounter challenging bosses, and navigate interconnected areas that add depth and intrigue to the gameplay. The early access version of the game includes 6 areas of Mattertech City for roguelike dungeons and approximately 10 hours of enjoyable content, which is a great value for the price. Koboo the Tree Spirit is an upcoming dark fantasy action game with roguelite and Metroidvania elements. You play as a tree spirit defending the forest from humans. Each level is different every time you play. The combat is fast and strategic. You have to find enemy weaknesses and use different attacks. The game world is handcrafted with branching paths, each offering different challenges and rewards. As you play, you collect powerful items that make you stronger. There is no grinding, so progression feels meaningful without repeating tasks. Hotel Barcelona is a horror action game where you play as Justine, a federal marshal with a serial killer inside her. Your goal is to fight and kill other serial killers in a cursed hotel near Pittsburgh using melee weapons. Each time you die, you gain a phantom version of yourself that can help you in future attempts, allowing you to team up with your past selves to complete missions. The game seems to mix psychological horror with action gameplay, while the roguelike elements and the phantom mechanic could provide a lot of replayability and strategic depth.
Shine, Bernstein. Let the game begin.
Blue Chronicles of Talpa is an action Metroidvania game set in a fantasy world where players take on the role of Blue, a young apprentice without a stone, who becomes the last hope to restore the balance of Talpa. The game features 2D action, platforming, and combat against various enemies. It offers a single-player campaign as well as local co-op gameplay for cooperative play. The game's world is filled with dangerous creatures, loot, and epic boss battles. Blue Chronicles of Talpa invites you to wield ninja skills, uncover shattered truths, and rise against corruption. Failure is not an option when all you know is at stake. Mazgeon is an upcoming game that blends elements of RPGs, dungeon crawlers, and roguelikes with a focus on arcade-style action. The game takes place in creepy dungeons filled with monsters and traps. Players can choose from one of 3 playable characters, each with a unique combat style: Damn the Warrior, Hyrus the Wizard, or Fuma the Steam Gunner. You'll battle nightmarish creatures, collect loot, and upgrade your character's stats and skills. There are also daily challenges to test your skills and unlock unique rewards. If you're a fan of the genre, then Mazgeon might be a game to keep an eye on. You can wishlist it on Steam or follow the developer for updates on its release date. An Amazing Wizard is a Metroidvania roguelite styles where you play as a wizard, exploring random levels full of magic and danger. The combat is fast and exciting. You can use spells, melee weapons, and enchantments to fight enemies. There are over 100 unique spells you can find and combine in different ways, creating many ways to play. You can also enchant your spells and weapons, making the combat even deeper. The game has more than 200 artifacts, 100 spells, and many magic weapons to unlock and use. You can level up by defeating enemies, earn experience points, and pick perks to make your character stronger.
In this expansive universe,
Legends of Elementia is an upcoming Metroidvania game set in the magical world of Elementia. You can switch between different characters while playing. There are 10 elemental avatars, each with their own special powers, which help you overcome challenges and fight the darkness threatening the world. The story is about restoring balance to save Elementia from the spreading darkness. You can customize your heroes using a skill tree and create unique items and weapons with a crafting system. Overall, Legends of Elementia combines exploration, hero customization, and crafting to create an engaging and varied gaming experience. Nevergrave is an exciting game that mixes Metroidvania and roguelite styles. It has a cool possession system where you can control enemies and use their abilities. The game features village building part. After exploring dungeons, you can collect resources and use them to rebuild a village. You can clear rubble, build new places, and even grow crops. This gives you a break from fighting and helps you get ready for future challenges. You can play Nevergrave with up to 4 friends, which makes it perfect for fun gaming sessions. The game's 2D action, unique possession system, and village building make it special. Plus, the dungeons are different every time you play, so it never gets boring. And that's it for today. What do you think about this list? I know there are some new Metroidvania roguelike games out there that I haven't mentioned yet. So please share your favorite best new Metroidvania roguelike games that you think deserve a spot here. Don't forget to like this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss another great list. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.